Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to make a short video on Calibria Crystal Guardians in regards to sanctifying or sanctification of a hero. Alright, so there are a couple requirements you're going to need, and I'm going to keep this as short and brief as possible, but there are a couple requirements. So you need a rank 6, fully leveled, level 40, 6-star hero in order to take advantage of this feature. So if you come from raid, this is very similar to a mastery. It's an extra perk. It's a perk. That's the best way to put it for your champion. But the way you do it is you're going to go from the home screen. You're going to go to heroes. You're going to pick out the champion that you want to sanctify. You're going to make sure they hit the requirements. They need to be ascended. They need to be ascended to 6 stars, and then you need to have a 5-star copy of that hero ready to go. They don't have to be evolved. They don't have to have any skill upgrades or anything like that. They just need to have to be ascended to 5 stars. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to actually go ahead and do it on my Windwalker here. She is awesome. So I'm going to hit Sanctify, and I'm going to click this little plus here. When I click it, it's going to pull up if I have a champion or not. So if I go over to my Vamp real quick, it'll tell you. So you have a lock here. He's not level 40 yet. He's really close. It unlocks when the hero reaches level 40. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to hit Sanctify. I'm going to go ahead and pop in my Windwalker. And then I'm going to hit Sanctified Skill so you can see all of the options that we have. So these are the different perks that you can do. So with Windwalker, being that she is a support hero, she has a lot of support abilities, heals, and that sort of thing. We're going to look at what we can do to make her even better as a healer, as a support champion. So right now on my Angel of Death, I am running Fearless, which will increase base attack by 15, damage will no longer be reduced by 25%. And this is great for your farmer, so that when she's farming, she doesn't get held up by stronger affinities or stronger factions. I love that's the one I settled on. I've been testing it out, and it's been working wonderfully. But I'm going to go here, I'm going to hit Sanctified Skills, and we're going to go through and find out which one I want to do. So base HP 15%, base stats may be improved by runes, skills, totems, and more. Reduce damage taken from poison, burn, bleed. Okay, that seems like it could be good. We're going to briefly go through the rest of these and see. Increased base attack, we don't really need that. She's a support. Increased base defense, reduced effect of defense down status. Defense down now decreases defense by 50 instead of 70%. That's pretty good to keep her tanky. Keep her alive in that instance where she gets hit by a defense down. Hawkeye, increased base hit by 20%. Increased base HP by 15 if own HP is less than 15% at the end of a turn. Recovered 10%. That's fine. We already went over Fearless. Blessed, increased defense, base defense by 15%. Reduced damage taken by 50% when a single attack would deal more than 50% of own damage. This effect may only be triggered once per battle. So definitely something to keep in mind as kind of like a as a saving grace kind of thing. Increase base resistance by 20%. So I'm going to go through these real quick. Increase base HP by 15%. Reduce final damage taken by 15%. Stacks with other res damage effects. That's pretty nice. Increase base attack. Increase damage. We don't need that. Increase base defense by 15%. Erase a negative status effect from self when HP falls below 80, 60, 40, and 20. See, that's pretty cool. So that right there could be very useful. So like in the Catacombs, when you have a debuff on, or a negative status effect, if she falls below a certain health, it's going to erase those debuffs, and it gives a base defense increase. So that's not terrible. So if I go here, Blade Armor, so this could be good as well. So we're not relegated to only doing one of these, by the way. We can switch them out and play around with it. But you can only have one active at a time. So we're going to keep going. Increase base defense by 15%. Activate defense boost if affected by an unable to perform action status. Okay. Increase base resistance by 20. Counterattack when resisting an enemy's attack. May trigger up to 2 times per turn. That's pretty cool. But it's not what I really need. Okay, so increase base HP by 15%. Increase heal effect of all own healing skills by 20%. That's something to keep an eye on for Windwalker. I think this is what I'm going to end up with, but we're going to check and see. Increase base attack. I don't need that. Increase defense. Increase heal effect of healing skills received by 30%. And this is another resistance based. So I think I'm going to end up going with Benevolent right off the bat. But again, this is something that you can play around with, see what you like, see what works for you and your compositions. But I'm going to go ahead and hit Sanctify. I'm going to click Windwalker here, hit Sanctify. It's going to say the selected material hero will disappear after confirmation. So we're going to hit yes. And she is now officially sanctified. So it's going to pop up the menu. I'm going to choose the skill that I want. Again, I think this is going to be the better one. It gives all of her healing skills 20% extra heal. So I'm going to select that. And that's going to help me out in the long term. Okay, so if you want to change the skill that you have chosen, so like say I don't want Benevolent anymore and I want to try something else on her. So say I wanted to try the base HP with base stats may be improved by runes, skills, totems, and more. Reduced damage taken. If I wanted to try that, I can go down here. I can cancel that skill. So I cancel the one that you had selected. You go back up to the one that you want to try, and then you select it. And then you hit X, and it is changed. So I'll do that one more time. I'm going to switch it back. So you're going to hit Sanctified Skills. You're going to select the one that you don't want anymore, the one that's got the green check. You're going to hit Cancel right here beside my head. Choose the other one that you want. And this is just a demonstration that you can, in fact, change them around. So if you want to play with it, so if I go to my Fearless on my Angel of Death here, I can click Sanctified Skills, and I can change it to anything I want it to be. I'm going to leave her alone as well because I think this is great for your farmer. I think that's going to be a good move. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it today. I think that covers everything I wanted to cover regarding sanctification. Please, if you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and comment. It really does help me out and keeps me making more content like this. So have a wonderful day, and peace.